Good morning, good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning. How you all doing? This is Spirit Journey. Today is, what's that? Wow, September 8th, 2022. Wow, wow, wow. Boy, I can't believe this year is going fast. I really can't believe it. September 8th. And that other day is coming very shortly. In 3 days. Oh my goodness. Can't believe it. Well, I know it's been a while, guys and gals. Yes, it's been a while. Yes, it's about three. Hey, Nubian. Yeah, good to see you. You bright eyed and bushy tailed this morning. Yeah, what I was thinking about you too when I was doing the just turned on the live stream. Yeah, yes, it is about 3:30 in the morning this beautiful Thursday. Wow, it's always a pleasure to look outside my window. Yeah, it's coming along, Nubian. Yeah, maybe we do a what do you call it, that messenger thing after this live stream. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, just well, I didn't know whether I'll be able to go live because see people, um, I was banned again from this lovely media here, this social media. Yeah, so um, the last time what was it, about a week or so ago, I forget now, I just kept busy. But what happened, people? Um, I just went on one day to just turn on my channel, and well, this message popped up on the screen, and I said, "What is this?" And so I had to click on this pop up, and then it said that I was in violation. They said I gave um, what was that, misinformation, and misinformation due to a video that I did almost 2 years ago. You heard me right. Almost 2 years ago, yeah, 1 year and 9 months ago, I did a video. And I think it was around this time of day. It was just one of my videos, like type of video I'm doing now, and I, share my feelings about that this particular administration. Yeah, they're so full. Yeah, yeah. So this is an old video. But I consider it an old video, almost 2 years ago. And so if something was misinformation, violating misinformation, never even heard of that. But um, why wouldn't it be misinformation then, but now? Why? So you can share your thoughts 2 years ago, but they're going to take something from 2 years back because of, I mean, I didn't even like when they put, yeah, so they pulled the video, and then they, in essence, are giving me a timeout, a spanking for putting up a video about my feelings for the day, whatever, because like they allow you to listen to the pulled video in question. And it started out like this, you see the lights in the sky and all that, just like what you see now. So I said, I'm not going to even go there. So someone had to really go in that video. You know how long-winded I could get, right? You know how long when I can get in there? It's just like this. I'm just talking, whatever. But I made mention, in the title. See, the title name was that I thought a particular person was the greatest president ever, in my opinion, my humble opinion. So I only listened to like the very big, I turned it on and I said, what? So this person or whatever had I don't remember. It's just one of many videos I've done. And so I just, put, I have the title. And maybe towards the end of the video, who knows when, I might have made a comment about my feelings. So that was enough. And yes, you could contest things, so I did contest. Um, I didn't even bother to check. See, they do what they're going to do. See, they could pull something and then they say, or demonetize something. And they say, oh, okay, we found that it's okay now. It's okay. So what wasn't it okay before? Right? So something is allowing this media to do what it did without verifying. So they're doing something out of hearsay, and then later on say, oh, it was okay, and then they monetize it again. So shouldn't they first check to make sure that it's okay or not okay, and then based on that to remove something or to make sure it's okay before you demonetize? But see, they're not doing that. So isn't that whoever who put up that information, shouldn't they get a timeout that they gave wrong information? You know what I'm saying? But see, they're not policing certain people. Someone is getting the carte blanche to do their thing on other people for whatever reason, or they didn't like the title. Who's looking at my titles from 2 years ago? Yeah, let me read that comment. Okay, Nubian says, but yet they let other YouTubers with ridiculous drama that should be. Yes, I agree. I agree. So when that happened 1 or 2 weeks ago, that's why I didn't upload anything. And I did take a video of me reviewing the alleged harmful video of so-called misinformation, right? So yes, I didn't know whether this, whether I'll be able to do a live stream because the other time when they did this, it was over a week. So I don't know when they actually allowed me, was allowing me to come back on. So I was just thinking, I said, hey, let me see if I'm able to do a live stream. Yeah, my little babies are doing well. They're with me. Two of them on top of the bed with me. The other one is below. Yeah, it's been getting hot. Hot, it gets really hot and muggy. When it gets too hot for them, they like to sleep under the bed. Yeah, but yeah, they're doing okay. And yeah, try to, we go out still, get some air. Um, it's affected me. This, oh, did I send you a picture of my, oh, no, you did, oops, sorry. No, you gotta show me. Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, I'll take, yeah, you could, upload it, and send it to me. Yeah, I'd like to see your new baby. Yeah, so life is really something, people. That I see, I feel different. I I think like, what, like, is this really happening? Is society really becoming what it is? I love this country, but I feel things are happening. Yeah, things are happening where I live. Yeah, outside of this room, it's I don't know, people are being, I mean, more garbage outside. I mean, what's New York without garbage? But like someone is doing something, like just across the street from where I live, someone emptied out like these clothes and this stuff, and then someone was lying right in front of me. It's getting closer and closer, people. Oh, you're gonna get her. Okay. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, things are, people are being affected, and it's just hitting closer and closer to home. You ever try to tell people your love, certain loved ones or people who are who know you, and they just don't seem to get it, and they have like seem angry with you for you to have your own opinion about what's dangerous or not, or that it's not enough, that it's not bad enough, that you got assaulted. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so that the baby is old enough. Yeah, it's a process of getting weaned. Yes. Yeah, it's just things. Everybody's changing. Everybody's being affected by the same thing. So yeah, this big city, this beautiful city of mine, New York City, it is going through changes. Some things is changing for the nice. Like they have this new dog run um, on 25th Street that is really nice, and I love it, and I love it for my dogs. And but then there's other things, like you might have one good thing, and then you got like a bunch of other things that is um, challenging. So I guess that's what life is all about. You have, it's like a seesaw event. You want to get to the stable, that it's not too high, not too low, right in the middle. Right in the middle, you're safer. But yeah, so just reevaluating everything, you know. Um, Everybody's affected. Let's see what else. So I'm glad that I'm now able to upload, do my live streams. I do enjoy doing the live streams. I do. I do, and I thank you for the thumbs up there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm used to doing these live streams. What else now? What do I want to talk about now? Oh, brother, what to talk about? Yes, I didn't know what I was going to talk about really. Um, yeah, I'm a little, yeah, I have to get oral surgery. Yeah, and um, how you guys? I mean, do you notice that your doctors are changing too? Yeah, I was gonna get it done in this one location, but they were booked up. But the location that I was supposed to be going to, so I don't know yet. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, the logistics have changed a little bit. So this move, yeah, because I'm still working on my move. I'm selling things, moving things out. Um, yeah, I'm nervous. Yeah, I wanted to get the surgery before I left. Um, but I'm concerned about some of the logistics with the new location for the surgery. And I was to get it more locally, nearer where I live, but they're booked up. But I'm getting cold feet about the other location because certain things happening over there, and maybe I was better off here getting it done in this location. Yeah, sometimes you just got to go by your instinct. Like when doctors start to yeah, that's the thing. Um, the person that was to do my teeth, he's no longer there. That's all. What was that? A week ago, and then I had to call up. Well, I called up earlier this week, and they said, "Oh, he's no longer here, or he no longer works here." So what happened? So when a doctor, whether it be a dentist or not, they have to see you personally. They have to examine your mouth. They got to know your the patient. So here he's not there anymore. So you wonder what happened. Well, when I was there, he's a nice guy. He was very nice. Yeah. So there was nonverbal communication that was going on in that room. Nonverbal communication. I think I speak English clearly enough, and let me just say it was problematic. Not with the nice guy that left, but he left. I mean, again, I don't know why he left because he didn't tell me, but I could only go by his nonverbal cues that was uh, given off when this particular person was speaking. And I pretended I didn't see what I was seeing, and then lo and behold, he's gone. So who's going to do the teeth? Yeah, I need an extraction for my teeth. Yeah. thank you, thank you, Nubian. Yeah. So yeah, I try to communicate in a way to be understood. And what could have happened then was semantics. It's asked a question. Well, is such and such painful when such and such was done? I said, well, um, it sometimes pains, hurts, but during a procedure, um, I said, do you know like when a doctor uses that instrument and hits you under the knee, your kneecap, and that weird sensation that you get? I said, that's what it feels like. So whatever what that feels like to you, that's what I'm feeling when that doctor was drilling whatever. And I couldn't take it, and it traumatized the tooth. And it's been bothering me ever since. That wasn't enough information, and it was going on. So yeah, so I think the doctor was to do like with the VA, they have people like they're always getting a new set of people because who they really have who they really have working on you are the students. And then yes, you have the senior doctors there supervising. And that's why many of us don't like going. But sometimes they get someone's there for a while and they're okay. But I saw the nonverbal cues of that person, which the look was like, I'm fed up, I'm out of here. And lo and behold, he's not there now. As I said, he's no longer here. Real blunt when I called up. So I'm taking this as cue. See, I don't want to be in a situation where the person that's supposed to be doing the procedure leaves abruptly, and then now you got to get a new person. So that makes me very uncomfortable. Very. And Yeah, I mean, you never know what you're gonna get if you go overseas to get something done. That's true. But there's institutions right here in America that is really third world in its mentality. I said it. There are some things you don't want to be around. You don't want to be around when doctors are, because it's a power thing, and they want to show off or whatever. And you can have this. I haven't seen this before. And again, the thing is, I went to the dentist, a private dentist, about 2 months ago to have my annual cleaning and, x-rays and all that just in July. Okay, it was June or July. Everything went well. And then I had a tooth that's already broken, and then a piece of it broke off again. I said, oh brother, I better do something about this before I go. So that's why I went back to the VA hospital because I decided then, hey, maybe just pull the tooth. It's real problematic. But the time restraints, yeah, there are a lot of time, because see, I supposed to be leaving shortly, really, a month and, about 6 weeks from now. But the primary place, they were booked up. So I have to ask myself, do I go back to the other place? And also the distance to go to the second place. It's all the way in Brooklyn, and that is a problem. And it could be a problem for both of us traveling there. So I'm thinking, hey, keep it more local, keep it closer by, and maybe just push into the when I'm supposed to leave. I mean, I can do that. If push comes to shove, I really think I should get the tooth handled before I go overseas. Yeah. So I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. I don't like, who likes someone going in their mouth? And yes, I would have to be put under because I cannot deal with pain. I cannot. Yeah, I told her I can't deal with that. Uh-uh. Yeah, so we'll see. Yes, yes, I see. Please get it done before you leave the state. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that input, Nubia. Yeah, I prefer to get it done here. But it's just sometimes when you have politics and you're in the middle, um, you want your doctors to be getting along to, you know, um, yeah, you want to be safe. So I think that's why I'm up also, because I'm thinking, do I want to, do I want to, I mean, I could just stay where, go to the new place, to get the thing done in Brooklyn. I don't know. Yeah, Brooklyn has a bad reputation. Yeah. Yeah, just because something, you have to have unity in that operating room, even if it's just getting a tooth pulled. You just, if you can't handle something like that, you don't want someone in your mouth. So I don't know. I mean, I mean, I could just, like to say, bite the bullet. No, no pun intended. Yeah, a pun intended. I don't want to bite the bullet. Yeah, I may have to bite the bullet and just, I can't pretend that I don't see certain things. You know what I mean? You can't pretend. You see what you saw. You know. So what else now? Oh, I was just seeing. Your Nubian was saying that about the name of the dog. Okay, where is that? Yeah, Roxy, Tippy, and Nefertiti. Interesting. My brother had a dog named Roxy. That's cute. Tippy. That's nice. Oh, Korea. Oh, I meant. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Korea. I'm looking at the back messages. Okay, I see that you sent a photo. Yeah, I did see Kareem. Yeah, I looked at some of his video when you referred me to his channel. Yes, I did go and take a look. I know I did. It's been a couple of weeks. Yeah, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I am actually nervous, people. Yeah, with the teeth and everything, and I finally told other family members, and some of the responses, just what I figured. Sometimes when you tell people something, like it's gonna come out eventually. Um, my plans. So I figured, just tell them. And yes, I saw the that you uploaded. Yep. So sometimes people put in their 2 cents, and they think they're helping by telling you something negative. So one of the people I just said, I don't want to hear anything negative. I said, I'm already scared. Give me solutions. People, next time you share something with somebody, you say, I don't want to hear anything negative. Give me solutions. Give me solutions. In any situation, negativity is not going to help. But solutions to a situation, that is welcome. Give me solutions. So, you know what else? What might hold back my trip? What I did yesterday. Yeah, we all know that, Nubia. Yeah, they do it on purpose. See, they're afraid because, see, they don't want to be left behind. So they want you to stay. Yeah, they want you to stay because, see, they might be jealous, envious. Um, they may wish that they had the freedom to do what you might want to do. See, I only told them courtesy because, see, eventually they will find out, and I'd rather people find out on my terms. And if you need to explain certain things, whatever, so you just do it. So I just decided, the time is coming really close, and the negativity with this one individual. Um, with the other person, I told solutions. Give me solutions. Yeah, because see, so I think, see, I understand the thinking behind what's being said. But and I told her, I said, something? What difference is it? Because I've traveled before. See, for me, and someone with my background, whether it's a trip to Brooklyn, whether it's Florida, whether it's in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, whether in the Caribbean, you're going to be in a new environment, has its new energies, right? Every location it is a domain unto itself, and you have to adjust to it. And yes, it'll be a foreign country, but to me, it's all the same, really. When I make my move, I'm only telling you and my best friend. Yeah, yeah. It's like people are afraid, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's on purpose, but sometimes it's just fear. And I've said things to people out of fear. It's like a reflex. It's like a program that we all have when certain things happen, certain things are said, and you don't mean harm, but it's just you're programmed to respond a certain way. And I rather tell people on my terms, you know. So I told them, and I know that the other, you know, certain people will, you know, tell other people. Um, oh, what's gonna say now? Oh yeah, I remember I was gonna say. Well, I thought the money situation, like to have my money transferred to another bank, a problem. And you know, I got pissed, people. See, right now, you know, I have the, you know, the power to say no, because I'm not there, and I didn't send any money. See, I did find a bank, and I thought, you know, things was going to go smoothly. And when they initially told me that it went through, you know, uh, that I was accepted as an applicant for the open up the account, and then I didn't hear from them for like 2 weeks. I'm wondering what's happening, and I'm sending them emails, and then I notified uh, this manager, you know, the person in question who's handling my account, and the person that referred me to that person. And lo and behold, I get a response. See, sometimes people get distracted. Yeah, sometimes people can get distracted. And sometimes people just, for whatever, what happens, okay? And they just need a little nudge. So I then hear them, and they say, oh yeah, it just went through, and blah blah blah. And then they sent me a printout, you know, an attachment to the email. Yeah, everything's done on email because this is overseas. And I noticed immediately that the address is incorrect. And when you're doing foreign transfers or any transfer, especially international, that if you have even one thing out of place, it could screw up the transfer. And you think you send out the money, and then it bounces back. It doesn't happen right away. It may not happen right away. And when you're doing transfers, international transfers, you have to be, you know, present at the country that the money is sending from. If you're not there, they can't do it. So let's say you do the transfer, you think it goes through, you get overseas, oh, it didn't go through, and it bounces back to your home country. That's what could have happened. So I wrote him, like he sent, like when I got the attachment, it was sent to me like 15 minutes before my finding the, you know, getting the email. So I emailed him right back, right back. Yes, for him it would be towards the end of his workday. Yes, I know it was cutting close, but yes, so he did it within the half hour of him uh, leaving for the day. And I get into that, you know, 15 minutes prior, I mean before. So I emailed him, thought, okay, if he doesn't get it today, when he comes back to work. So that was on a Friday, a week ago. And I didn't hear from him that Saturday. Okay, it might be closed Saturday and Sunday. So what about that Monday? Didn't hear from him that Monday. Didn't hear from that Tuesday. So I, you know, so I had to do another email, and making sure that I emailed his manager. Then I finally get something, but it came across very abrupt. He says like a forward response. I did it already. Well, I haven't heard from you for 5 days. and you're gonna give a, you know, I made several emails to you, and, okay, so you said that you did it already. Okay, so where's the attachment? So you want me to, because you say that you did something, without sending me the proof, without the document to hand to my institution, my bank? How do I know? So I just said, oh, okay, thank you for responding, and if you could send me an attachment that that you did the changes with the address, so I could present it to my bank so that they can work on it, on the transfer, to do a test run to make sure that it's working properly. And then I thought about it. I sent them that email and get no response, right? No response. So I thought to myself, I think this guy is pissed with me because it was very curt. Like sometimes you read emails. Now again, you're only reading, but when you're reading it, does it sound like they're angry? What's the tone of the email? So I said to myself, you're getting angry and snippy with me. You made the mistake. It's my money. And you're being careless. This is what I'm thinking to myself. You're being careless with my money through your actions. And if you can't get an address correctly, and this is a international transfer, you don't want your money missing in La La Land. So I said to myself, uh, you may not be good enough to handle my money. If you're not good enough to handle a mistake you made and send you the documentation so you can present it to your bank, and you just want me on your say-so, oh yeah, I worked on it. No apology, no nothing. And I said, I cannot risk this. So I emailed him back, and it would be towards his closing of the day. Yeah, I sent it out in case he checks his emails. I said, in the information, the topic, I said cancel account. And then I wrote down what the message I needed to write. I can't take the risk. I said, this is a potentially very serious error. Haven't heard from you, and I cannot risk someone making this type of mistake, which could harm this transfer. And I didn't feel that I was being respected. So I'm going to go elsewhere and I'm going to go elsewhere and get another bank account where people will respect my money. Yeah, see, it's your money. And you have the right to say, no, thank you. You're going to get angry with me and impatient with me, and you screwed up. If they screw up with an address, they could screw up with an account number. You know what else? In this whole, that can cause you so many, yes, it could cause me so many problems. And with the getting a P.O. box, let me tell you about that. See, I share this information not to just complain, but my videos are designed to prevent you from going through the same thing. That is my aim. When I share this type of information, it's not about gossiping or kvetching. It's about protecting you. See, a lot of people out there, they have these YouTube videos, but everything they want to sell, they want to sell you information. They want to sell you information. No. If you're really about the black community or the human community, give out the information is to help them. Not yes, certain information, extra information when they are buying into your time. And then there's something, okay, um, this is something that's going above and beyond whatever, you know, make an appointment and this is what it's going to cost you or whatever. That's understandable. But if we are really in a loop as a community, you don't want your fellow brothers and sisters of the community to be harmed. So this is the other thing that I learned. Yeah, this internet is very tricky now. Um, they could make you think that you got an email from a particular institution, and it's not. But your name somehow gets on a mailing list over the internet, and they could, if you're not looking carefully, you may click on it or maybe send them information, and now they got your business and they're going to use it against you, steal from you. Yeah, I had emailed and telephone. Yeah, my phone bill is probably going to be a little high this coming bill. But what happened? What was that now? Um, yeah, I emailed and I telephoned several times the post office in that other country. And it was a bad connection. And again, people don't want to deal with people from overseas. My accent's different from their accent. No one wants to deal with that. But briefly, I did get someone that, um, yeah, they could speak English in that country, but it was a poor connection. But he did say, because I told him that I had been sending emails regarding getting a post office box from overseas. I mean, my being from overseas and to set one up so that when I arrive, I have it. So I said, okay, I'll check the email. And then I didn't hear from them. But then about, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I said to myself, I'm wondering why, I've emailed several times and I did make several phone calls to that post office and haven't heard from them. But maybe let me check my spam folder. Sometimes things enter into your spam folder for whatever reason. And I checked, and lo and behold, there was one and only one um, email from the post office. But get that this is the part that's to warn you guys. Now, I sent the email to the post office, but the person who responded said to me, send me a copy of your passport, since I'm international, and send it to these either two email addresses. But the email address was not a business email, but looked like their private email address. I did not respond to that email because you know what I'm picking up? If I emailed a business address, but yet they're going to have me respond to look like a private email, It looked like something that maybe they were sneaking something, excuse me, wanting my personal information so that maybe they can open up an account with my information. What if they're drug dealers? What if they are arms dealer? What if they take my information, that Yankee person from the States, put my name on something that they're doing illicit, and I get the blame? So be very careful about email addresses. And I noticed also in my trying to get information about my move, a lot of the emails addresses, government email address, some of them are not secure. I'm being honest, people. Yeah, I want to leave. Yeah, I definitely want to leave. But I want to leave safely. And it's not by ego. See, sometimes people might say, oh, I'm going to do this or that, and they feel embarrassed that, wow, this thing could have potentially happened. Yes, it could have potentially happened. No way would I send them my information to two bizarre email addresses, private email addresses. Hell no. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the only person that got a copy of what do you call it, my passport is the embassy. The embassy, that was it. The embassy. Yeah, so, yeah, I want to take it, I have to really evaluate everything. Because, see, people do desperate things during desperate times. That's why I'm sharing this. And I know I feel that it's very urgent where I live. I mean, it's just, the feel of everything is changing drastically. But I have to make sure I do things not out of impulse, which is very hard for me. I see, man. You said the documentary. Yeah, people do desperate things during desperate times because they want money. So, yes, this is very important information. You can send someone an email, but someone who's reading it might think, oh, this girl is desperate, this is that. Oh, I want to exploit that. You have people that may not like Americans, even black, they don't know what they might assume because you come from a place, hey, I want to exploit that. And I think that's what happened with the PO box. Yes, I contacted their post office, and someone unscrupulous. What looks like that someone was unscrupulous. That's what it looked like. Not that they are. Have you send? But they didn't send me the application. So you're going to ask for the passport, but not send me the application to fill out, and then send you the filled out application with the PO box. No. And that was another indication. People are desperate and they're getting real clever over the internet of stealing information. Yeah, yeah, so I don't know. See, I don't want to rush things. I don't want to do things, you know, because your emotions, whatever. So I have to keep cool. Yes, I have to keep cool, people. Yeah, they're really clever. You make sure you tell people, be careful on the internet. And anything could happen to anybody. It doesn't mean that they're stupid. It means that they're getting that savvy. They could like let's say PayPal. Many of you have heard of PayPal, right? Right? Well, someone had sent something and made it look like it was a PayPal. That they sent me a message, but it was something that was so slight. It was something. I said, that's not them. It's not them. Or what they do, they get your they invert your email. Like let's say the last two letters of your email, they invert it. So they make your friends think that's you. And then they have a scam. And so, oh, I got mugged overseas. You would never hear me say, please give me money, I'm overseas and I got mugged. No, don't believe it. Well, that happened to me. Someone, somehow, this was 10, 11 years ago, got hijacked my email account. I was a student back then, and they sent out through my contact list uh, an email saying that I'm overseas and I'm in danger and this and that. I got ripped off and send me money. How I found out was two people, an official in the school and a family member they sent it to. And I said, what? And then I tried to get on my email and I was locked out. I was locked out of my email. Yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, I was locked out, people. I went to the police and went to the police and filed a report. They said, oh, that happens all the time. I said, really? She says, yeah. The police officer said, yeah, it happened to me. Yeah, you better, yeah, it happened. Wow, I'm really sorry that these things happen. Yes, I rather tell you guys this, to keep me on my toes. Yes, we can get embarrassed sometimes. Yes, we can get embarrassed and want people to think something. No, I'd rather tell you up front so you don't have to make the same mistake. And it's not about making a mistake. It's people having opportunity to sabotage, opportunity to sneak, opportunity to do things, to harm you, to lie to you. Yeah, yeah. I have to be really careful. Yes, I want to move. That's definite. I want to move from here. It's not safe. But I don't want to move into the lion's den either. Here, a big bank, the bank that I was to you, I'm not going to give the name of the bank, but the bank, it was a major bank. It's one of the larger ones there in that country. I'm not going to give the name. So now I have to find another bank. And some banks charge fees. It seems, it always seems like so-called third world people, poor people, I'm going to just say it. Why does it seem like accounts for the poor people when the masses are poor? Why do they have to pay more for the same services? Why is that? Yeah, I checked two other banks, and what happened? Yeah. Oh, you got a maintenance fee. They call it a maintenance fee. I don't believe in maintenance fee for just to have an account. Yes, it is greed. Bingo. Yes, it's greed. Yes, good morning, people. Good morning out there. Yeah, there's greed out there. And they exploit those people because they know they can't get away. They can, so they could exploit it. But see, I want to be careful. I want to choose the right bank account. I don't know. I mean, it's really having me think. It's like all these things are happening, and I feel that they're happening for a reason. Sometimes life doesn't. They don't want you to go. The powers at large don't want you to go, so they may set up things to have you trip and fall, right? I mean, those things could happen. It's like control. It's like remember that movie, The Truman Show? What happened to Truman? Every time they went to do something, something else would happen. Okay, credit unions. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, with credit unions, when they're more particular, especially if you have to transfer money. Yeah, I was to look into, yeah, I did look into credit unions when I thought I was going to just move to a different state. Yeah, this is over 2 years ago. Yeah, I looked into that credit union. Someone told me about credit unions. Yeah. Yeah, if you can get one, a safe one, but going international. So what's the best way in handling this? What would you guys do if you're going to go international and you have to get your money there safely? Do any of you have ideas what could be done? Oh, good for you. Since 73. Wow, good for you. Good for you. Yeah. So people, any of you have ever gone international? How would you those of you who know, who have experience, what do you do? How do you get your money over to where you want to go? And I heard about this thing called WISE, transfer. I think the full name is Transfer Wise. Now I did try to look into it on the internet. I got overwhelmed. Yeah, I learned about it. I heard about it by two people. My bank, like the what do you call it? The agent at my bank, not the manager, not the bank manager, but one of the agent. I talked to the agent first, and then I said, let me talk to the manager to see if the information is the same. Okay, Nubian says, I will find Kareem's email so you can email him with your questions. Ah, oh, I don't know he does questions. Oh, neat, if he does. Yeah, because Kareem looked very, very busy. Yeah, I saw the video that he's overseas, that he went overseas. Yeah, he seemed very happy. I'm happy for him. Yeah, there's this thing called TransferWise. So I heard about TransferWise from the agent, and this YouTuber uses TransferWise. The one that used TransferWise from YouTube, she is in the same country that I'm planning on going to, but she doesn't give. It's not a lot of information about it. Oh, yeah, I'll take a, yeah, thanks. That is an option. Yeah, money is very important. See, since my endeavor about traveling and moving overseas, now I love my country. It's going through things right now. So I want to be safe. But see, oh, what's going to say? Money. How to handle money. See, when you go overseas, there's like the conversion rate. When you get, let's say you bring your money with you. when you're going to buy something, you have to convert it. If they don't use American money, some places you can use a little a little American money, like a dollar or something. Like when I was in Egypt many years ago in the military, yeah, they took dollars. The street vendors, and when they sell something real quick, oh yeah, they'll take your American dollars. But when you go into like a store, a major store, that might be something else. So yeah, when you're handling money, you have to convert it, and that conversion costs. What about the bank? You put your money in the bank. Now, some banks handle like you can open up an account using American dollars or let's say euros. But when you take that money out and you want to spend it, you have to get it converted. That's what's happening. You know what else? You have let's say an ATM card. Well, you know what my bank told me? I'm glad they shared this with me. Um, like they said, well, let's say you want to keep your bank account and you just go overseas and you use your debit card. Well, it's going to raise a red flag, people. Why? Because you're using a foreign ATM machine. Yes, people go on vacation all the time and use their card. Well, with my bank, that because it's a foreign bank, they're going to send you a message, a text message, and if that phone is not an American phone, American number, what do you call it? The IP address. If it's not an American IP address, they're going to assume that someone is trying to steal from you, and it will lock you out. And you can only correct it back in the States. You have to physically be here for them to unlock. Hello, people. Hello. I mean, that's for your protection. Yeah, so I guess like a traveler or something, they have their American phone or whatever, they get a message and then they say it's okay. Well, you might say, okay, well, when you get your cell phone, you keep your your American account. What did you know? International num international it's going to cost you, and you can't stay there. You get a local number, right? You're not going to be making phone calls, here. You're going to be making connections there in your new location. So it won't work out. I can see for the first 1 or 2 weeks when you're just getting acclimated over there, right? So when you do have to initially take money out of a foreign ATM machine, you'll have the you have the you could respond to the text message use an American account. So they allow it, but you can't do that forever. Yes, so the whole point of my mentioning that is that, see, I watched a lot of videos of people overseas, right? They never really talk about how they handle the conversion rate. They go in and they get a really nice pad to sleep in, whether it's a house or an apartment, and it looked really nice. You say, wow. Well, they gotta pay for that. How they pay? How come they don't tell you how they pay for that? I'm not saying to get in their business. I'm not talking about being nosy and getting their business. But it's what they're not telling you. When you pay to pay your rent, uh, your food, travel, whatever, how Do you manage that? Because see, a lot of these people are what they call digital nomads. They have their business online, but that money still has to be converted into the local currency, right? And so what you thought you could afford, see, this is very, very important, people. And I'm thankful that you're giving me the thumbs up. That means that you're listening. What they fail to tell you is that what you thought was going to be a high profile life in another country, in a country that's cheaper to live. Like your money could spend far. Like you can rent a house for cheap, right? Real cheap in American standards for what you're getting, right? But the conversion fees, think of a conversion fee like tax, like like tax money. That's a tax. Think of it as a tax. And every time you go into that ATM machine, or you take your dollars and you go to a what do you call it, a currency exchanger, you're paying money. It adds up, people. And so I don't want to go overseas and think I could afford something without thinking, hey, I have to pay those transfer fees, or the what do you call it, the conversion rate fees every time you do a transaction that requires the conversion of your dollars into that local currency or whatever currency. They never tell you that. Yeah, they might have a local bank account, right? And they might have a local bank account in their money, in the local currency. But how did you do that? You have to convert it, right? And that's going to cost you. So I'm wondering. I'm being real, people, and I have to be real with myself. What if you go over there? Let's say 25% of your money is going into fees. Okay, so for every dollar, uh, you're losing 25 cents for every dollar. I'm just throwing out a number. So that means you're earning 25% less of spending power. You are losing 25% of your spending power. So you're making less every month. And so you have to factor that in to when you rent an apartment or rent a house or buying goods and services. And that's what's really bugging me with all this. And that's why when that bank that I went to, I mean, it's one of the larger banks in that country. And when they messed up on the address, that could have really hurt me. Okay, I'm looking at the messages here. Yeah, okay, well, Nubia says, "Why it makes me wonder if I will be able to deal with those issues. I like things to go so yeah, I like things to go smoother, just like you. Yeah, I'm that type of person. I like my bank account. My bank, it's good. It's okay. And when there was an error, they corrected it right away. Okay. Nubia also said, maybe you should check out that video again because Kareem breaks it all down. Did you find a living place there? Big time. Okay. Okay. I would no, I did not find a place. I mean, I looked on this this real estate thing, like I found a realtor, um, and I had emailed them. I said would be coming down and around such and such time I would like to uh, be shown homes to rent. And I asked about different um, two locations that I would consider moving to. I did this for two people I met, one male, two different places, one male and one female. But interesting, I noticed something. Like when I asked the bank that I was going to use, like when I got the notice that my account got approved, so I said, great. The the location, um, which is your nearest location by these two addresses? Because I'm considering these two locations. Which one? And then they didn't answer. And I'm wondering why they're not answering. And this is the bank. The bank knows what locations it has. I said, you have many locations. Which location could I go to that's close to this location? I did try to do it on Google Earth, but I'm having difficulty navigating, like to leave the screen open. So you have, let's say, one location you want to compare with another, and it's not allowing me to do that. And at least I don't know how to do it. And so, are you going to buy since it's cheaper to live there? Oh, good question. I love the idea of me buying a home. See, that's also why I want something inexpensive initially, because if this place is really going to, if it treats me well, if Rwanda treats me well when I get there, and when I say that, I mean like if it's something that I'm comfortable, um, hey, why not get a house? It's relatively inexpensive, getting a home there. So I would like to save up my money for a down deposit for a home. You bet. Yeah, I would like that option. I would like that option. Um, what else? Yeah, we'll see. I mean, for now, a rental. I would like to rent a house. I want a nice, spacious house for me and my little fur babies. I want that. And I'd rather a house because, like, in case there's another lockdown, you want to be able to get some fresh air, people. Oh, I sound far away. Oh, my finger might have been, oh, I'm sorry. My finger might have been over the mic. Could you hear me now? I apologize. I forgot yeah, thank you for letting me know. Um, yeah, my finger might have been over the mic. I apologize. Yeah, I want to initially, just rent a house. Uh, yeah, my apology. Thanks for letting me know. So I know that you'll tell me, Nubian, when something goes wrong, you tell me. That's good. That's good. That's very good. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, see, people aren't really telling you, but I'll check out. What's that? Kareem. Yeah, because the video that you referred me to, I know I looked at it, and I looked at other videos of his. But definitely, if you could send me a link to the specific video. Yeah, and I had to realize, people, I may have to push it back. I mean, push it for a later date. Yeah, I always get confused when people say push it back or push it for a later date. Yeah, that's more specific for me. I may have to, cause see, I want my teeth done. you know, and I want to make sure I get the right bank or really find out how I'm going to handle this money situation. Yeah, they really don't give you much information. If you get paid in American dollars and you're overseas in an international country, a foreign country that uses different currency, how do they handle those conversions? You cannot live off the hog if maybe 25% of your money going into fees. Those fees add up. It adds up. It's not like it's $1,000 every second, no. But it adds up. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I really got to do this smart. I don't want to get screwed, people. Yeah, yeah, the bank, you know, oh yeah, yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, yeah, email him. Yeah, that could have been a bad mistake. The bank had a good, a standard banking. There was no fees to no, there was no maintenance fee. So the others, some of them they require. Get this, they require. When I was looking at other banks there, after I put in a cancellation. Yeah, I didn't send out my money. I did not. Yeah, making you guys know, I did not send them any money. And they better not try to say, oh, well, you opened it and so you got to close it. Okay, you got to pay a fee. Hell no. Hell no. And I made sure I told the CC, the manager or the person that referred me to him, no way, you get that wrong? And you expect me to, that's not service. No, no. So, yeah, that could I mean, people, they make it look easy. Some of these YouTubers make it look easy. You notice they never tell you the basics. I mean, I wouldn't know what to ask. I wouldn't know what to say. But now that I'm, in pursuit and have to make these navigations, your money, honey, you would probably have to leave. You'd be nickel and dime all these things. And what you thought you could afford, you got less now. I don't know. I don't want to, I can't, I don't want to risk it. And I have to stay calm. See, I think, like getting edgy. Like, oh my God, I gotta go. I was panicking. I gotta stay calm, people. If you ever hear me start to get kind of excited, just tell me, you say, spirit journey, you gotta calm down. Just tell me, just remind me, take a deep breath and calm down. And it was like, do your homework. Yeah, so yeah, I have to find out how that transfer wise work. I mean, I did find some videos on how it worked, but I was getting a headache. Yeah, I'm not a numbers person. I'm not into numbers really. I mean, it gets it gets tiring. But honey, when it's your money and your numbers, you better be on top of it. Yeah. I mean, ideally, I would like to keep my bank account and just, somehow just not I mean, I like my bank account, but my bank does not allow me to do any transfers, international transfers, without me physically being there. They do not. And I guess that's for my protection. And so I can appreciate my bank doing that. Yeah, anything's possible, or yeah, God, yeah, Devin. If someone has, if someone knows about, has ever done this before, lived international, and they have to send, have, transfer their money, or let's say they get, let's say they're on, what do you call it, like Social Security or some type of pension, whatever, and they get paid every month and they have to redirect the money to a new account. If anyone has ever experienced that, um, please contact me to find out how it, what solutions you may have done to navigate that process. Yes, things I might be overlooking. Now, I did talk to my bank, find out other options. I said, how do smart people bank these days? I asked them. I said, how do they do it? What do they do? But some people don't want other people to know. See, the black girl there told me about the WISE, the transfer WISE. She said, I don't know much about it. You have to do your research on that, but some people use that. Then about a month later, I talked to the bank manager and I asked him, what do smart people do who are banking internationally? What do they do? But he didn't tell me anything. He didn't even tell me about the transfer wires. So it would have been nice that he shares something, but no. So sometimes people, if you're not on the inside, if you're not of their so-called kind, they don't want you to know. So that's another thing. Some people don't care for you to lose your money. I shouldn't say it like that. Um, but it's interesting how an agent of a bank, a regular, person there, not the teller, but someone who works at the desk, could give me that type of information about TransferWise, or also known as Wise. But the bank manager, they don't know how smart people travel with their money. And I'm asking them right up front. It happens. I don't know, maybe go to another branch. Maybe to talk to another branch uh, manager at my bank. My another location, another branch of my bank, and find out what they have to say. Yeah, yeah, money. The more I think about it, people, the more I think about the money issue, the more anxiety I get, because the more I realize I don't know. The more I investigate, the more I realize I don't know. And yes, these videos that you see out there, people moving, people somehow they got their cars, somehow they get these places. How do they pay for it? Do they use American dollars? Do they have like a checking account that what do they do? But they don't tell you. And you notice something else. Many of them don't really show you dealing with the local people. The local people there. How do they get along? The neighbors, how do they get along with their neighbors? Do you know people? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm not here trying to out anybody, but I'm sharing you this since now I'm on the path of getting information so that I can move to these other places. I've traveled before overseas. Well, I moved to, okay, I'm from New York City, and I had moved to Hawaii. Yes, Hawaii is a state, an American state, but it's so far away, and the demographics of the people there are not from the mainland. They are different demographics entirely. So it's almost really in a different country. And then I was in, oh, what was the other place I went? Oh, and then I was in a territory, a U.S. territory in the Caribbean. Back then, things were simpler, more simplified. We didn't have the internet like we have it today. That when I was in Hawaii, that was 23 years ago when I first moved there. Yeah, 23 or 20, let's see. In 98. I moved there in 98. Okay, so that is 20, oh my God, that's 24 years ago. 24 years ago, things were more simplified. Um, I mean, there was an internet, but it's not like today. Yeah, and whatever money you have, it wasn't like today. It was real simplified. Real simplified. And forget about the West Indies. That's over 30 years ago. Yeah, things are very, now it's like the things that can go wrong, it's more sophisticated now because you have the internet and you have the pirates of the internet, and they become real savvy. And also you have the pandemic also and the new rules because of these pandemics. Who can travel, who can't travel. This one person that I shared with a family member, and yes, they were very negative, but they said, oh, what's that? They mentioned when they went to this one particular country that they had to have the jab. Now they just left, I mean, they went over the summer. So I'm thinking, wow, for them to go to another country, you had to have a vaccine, that thing. I don't know about that. Yeah, that's something else to be concerned with. The country that you move to, you have to make sure about the requirements when you travel over there. Do they require you to have the jab, if you know what I mean? That's very important. I did check their site. I checked with the embassy there, and it wasn't required. It wasn't required like yellow fever shot. You just have to get it. You just need the what do you call it? Um, make sure you don't have the virus or something. That 70. You have to take it 3 days before, or something like that. Yeah, something like that. Wow. Could you imagine people? They're slowly but surely removing your autonomy, your natural autonomy. They're telling you you can't leave. Oh, if you don't get this done, you can't leave. What about your rights? What if you have your religion and you can't, or let's say your health, let's say you're allergic to eggs. A lot of these injections, um, they make it with using eggs or other things that you could be allergic to. Hello, people. Hello. I would have never thought something like this could happen, people. It's that's why I think that's why people here in New York City are going cuckoo. it's like their mind, the garbage. I mean, I'm not just making this up, people. It's affecting me. Oh, I didn't know you're gone. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that you say you're gonna go. That's really nice of you to tell me. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes I don't look on the bottom corner. Sometimes I look straight ahead. So sometimes I miss it by accident. Right. So yeah, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, you have to be careful. Um, yeah, they want more control over your being. They don't want you to go unless you get a that thing in your arm. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. Yeah, your body is your rights. And I think that's why I also feel an urgency about leaving earlier than later because see the weather's starting to change here also. I mean, yes, it's hot here, it's hot and humid, but it's also we get colder spells too. And then so now you're entering into the flu season. And that flu season, they might say, hey, you can't leave. Or you need the jab. I don't want it. I don't want it. Yeah. Wow, who would have think? This is see this is the, see they tried to implement the NWO. The NWO people. Some countries in Africa is hot. And the reason why I chose that I was choosing um, that other country is because it's high up. It's elevated. It's at a higher elevation, so it's cooler. So it's like in the 70s all year. Yeah, yeah. See, I can't tolerate the heat anymore. I used to love the heat, but as I get older and my dogs are getting older, um, yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna get that poison. Yes, some countries in Africa is hot, but some locations within Africa is cooler. Surprisingly, there are places, other places in Africa that on the plateaus, it's cold. They walk around with a blanket. Yeah, I think it's what's it, Botswana? Yeah, that one of them. It's in the south and it's cold. They walk around with a blanket. Yeah, it's a tribal blanket, and they all wear it. Yeah, so that's also why I thought Rwanda would be a good thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, hot weather. West Africa is hot. It can be very hot, and they didn't. I noticed also not a lot of trees. Some place they didn't really have a lot of trees. North Africa, not a lot of. See, I like trees. I really love trees. I love trees. And that's also why I go to the park, because I love being around the trees, people. Yeah, I love the trees. So let's what else? What else do I need to talk about with all this? I mean, I hope you're all getting this message. Yeah, I hope you're all getting the message, what's happening. Yeah, see, a lot of people aren't, what they're not telling you is about the conversion rates. They're not telling you how they're dealing with the banks. If you want to do it remotely, say, okay, I'm not physically there, but let me set up the account. Anything could go wrong. And as I shared with you, The bank that I was to use is a big bank in that country, and they made a mistake with the address. And when you're doing international transfers, according to my bank here in the States, any little thing wrong or different, it could kick it back. And it meant it kicked back the money. And it could kick it back and after you leave. And you think everything's cool. So that's why we have to do a test run. We have to do a test run. So I did email another bank and find out whether it's something that they could, whether they handle international transfers to open up an account without me physically being there. Yeah. I mean, ideally, that's what I want to do, have it set up before I go. But if push comes to shove, I will have to, brother. Yeah, oh God. Yeah, I would have to, I'm just reminded I have to contact somebody else. See, I have to time this. See, when you get direct deposits, um, that money has to go. So I mean, it has to go somewhere. I don't want them to put. Wait a minute. I wonder. Hey, I'm just wondering. You've heard of the? Oh, that'd be something. Um, oh no, I can't do that. I don't think. Yeah, I'm thinking. With the PayPal account. See, PayPal is connected with an account, a bank account number. It's not just a separate account called PayPal. It has to come out from an account. So I still need a bank account so that when my monthly deposits come in, I get it. Boy, I have to, yeah, I have to call them. I'll get it. Yeah, I have to do that today. Yeah, I have to, see things like this they don't talk about. When you get direct deposits, and let's say you're transferring funds, but you have to make sure that everything's in place. Wow. See, the bank, I could just, if push comes to shove, get a bank, what do you call it, when they cut you a teller's check or a banker's check, if push comes to shove and to carry that. But I don't want to do that. I mean, I don't want to have to do that. And even if I do that, the people who handle my direct deposits, they need an account, they need an account to put that money in. Brother, this is really getting complicated. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I got to work on this. You see that, people? The more I think about it, the more I realize how much I don't know. Do you guys understand? You're forgetting. You have your bank account, but then you have that institution, who's sending your direct deposits. And if you close your bank account without notifying the other people, brother, you don't want to lose that money. You don't need to, I gotta talk to them now. Yeah, they can handle international. Yeah, I spoke to them before. But see, I didn't see the nuances between when you have the bank. See, I'm just thinking the bank is always there. No. Oh, okay, Nubian. Yeah, yeah, I'm rambling. I'm rambling here. Yeah, I gotta go too. Yeah, so people, each one teach one. That's what the message is. Each one teach one. and stay alert about what's happening in your life. Manage your money and realize that there are tricks out there that people try to do to to get your data so they can steal using your name. Oh, Nubia said it's not you. Yeah, it's okay. Um, yeah, I appreciate you guys listening. And yeah, each one teach one. And anyone who has advice about banking, how people handle international travel, if they're moving abroad, how they handle these monies, open up bank accounts, or to have direct deposits go to a foreign place. Let me know, and you can email me that information, or in the comment area to if you want to leave a contact number. If you have information, let me know. Thank you again, and peace and love to you guys. Enjoy, and until next time. See ya. Bye bye.